Welcome to Aligned with Kel Quarrell, the podcast where we talk all things small business. It's a mix of mindset, empowerment, real conversations, and of course, alignment. I'm your host, Kel Quarrell, a businesswoman with close to 20 years of business experience. Get ready for a mix of solo deep dives and inspiring interviews with awesome guests who will share how they have aligned their businesses with the lives they love. Let's dive in to align your business with the life you've always wanted. Welcome to another episode of Aligned with Kel Quarrell. I am Kel, and today we have another short, punchy, solo deep dive episode. However, I am feeling a little up and about right now because I recorded a solo episode in Bali, which I didn't think uploaded. I record inside Riverside FM, and of course, Wi-Fi in Bali can be a little unpredictable. And so it has been telling me that, the tracks were still uploading. But I've just found the iCloud recording, which is probably not quite a high resolution, but I've just had a bit of a listen and it's good enough to get out. And so I'm beyond excited because I recorded that episode following a surf lesson that we had. And there was just such incredible energy and learnings in the moment that I just went into my room, smashed out a punchy 10-minute episode, and I was really happy with it at the time. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit sad when I realized that it hadn't uploaded. But in this moment, right now, a week later, I've just found it. And so I'm going to get that up this week. And this episode I'm recording will come out in a couple of weeks. Today's episode I wanted to talk about, though, is the importance of having a supportive community around you, regardless what you do in your life. And so, as I said, a week ago, I was in Bali. I spent 17 days there with my other company, She Can, who I run with my best friend, Shez. And today's episode is not about Adventure Week, which is the name of our event we run over there, because I could not do Adventure Week justice without having Shez with me. So stay tuned. We will definitely do a podcast episode on all of what we do at Adventure Week. But what I did want to talk about today is what has transpired for multiple women that attended Adventure Week with us, based on the fact that they were surrounded and created connections with supportive, like-minded women. And I have a group called Bold Aligned Business, the membership. It is my monthly membership for women in business. And this is exactly what we are creating inside Bold Aligned Business. It is the supportive community that you never knew you needed. Or maybe right now you do know you need, you just don't know where to find it. So in Bali at Adventure Week, we have some deep dive sessions with Shez and I each and every day. And those sessions are an opportunity for the women that choose to join us just to step out of their everyday life, to self-reflect, to be able to be very honest with themselves on where are they at, how are they feeling, what are some of the things that they might want to change upon returning back to everyday life when they land in Australia. But where is it that they want to make some significant changes? Where do they want to put more time, energy, and emotion into their lives? And for some of them, it was their relationships. For others, it was health and well-being. For some of them, it was their spirituality. But for quite a few of them, it was also their business and their leadership. And without going into the specifics, what I wanted to share was, upon returning, many of those women have made more progress in the first week than they have in the first 6 months of this year. And it was for a multitude of different reasons. But one of the biggest reasons that I can see is that it's because they formed really great, strong connections with women over there, and they have remained accountable to those women upon returning home. So that time in Bali has given them the opportunity to be really honest, be really open with themselves, and to get really clear on what are the things that they want to do when they come home. And they've declared those things to their network and their community that they connected with through She Can at Adventure Week. And then they've been able to be each other's support system coming home. And as I said, the results have been absolutely outstanding. There's just been so much progress in such a short amount of time. And that was because, one, they had the courage to invest in themselves, step out of their everyday life and join us in Bali, but also they had the courage to slow down and be really, really honest with themselves on, where am I actually not happy with my life? Or where am I actually not being true to myself in my life? Where is it that I could put more energy into my life? And as I said, those things for each individual woman were very varied, but those ones that could see where there was misalignment in their business, they had the ability to connect with both Shez and I and the other attendees of Adventure Week to ask for a different perspective. They had the opportunity to ask if there were other ideas that they couldn't see in that moment. And from that, they were able to come up with a completely new strategy and bite-sized action steps for them to do immediately upon returning back to Australia. And this is what we do inside Bold Aligned Business. This is the ability for you to be able to connect with other women in business that are on a similar journey, to not get new answers, but to get new perspectives, to be able to reach out for support and have other women give you advice or suggestions. And the big thing with that is it's not about them giving you the answers, but hopefully being able to ask you questions that have you thinking in a different way. And that group is led by me, who has almost 20 years of business experience. So if you are someone that is feeling like you've lost your mojo, you're feeling unclear, you're uncertain, you're feeling lonely, maybe you're feeling a little bit frustrated, a little bit resentful about your business, then I'm here to say you're not alone. I know with every cell of my being that having a supportive network of women that are like-minded on a similar journey, maybe have already navigated what it is that you're currently going through, that will propel you forward more than you probably realize. And our doors to Bold Aligned Business are always open for that reason. I have been through Bold Aligned Business and done the live launch formula where we open doors and we close doors. But here's what I know to be true. If you are someone that is listening to this podcast and thinking, that's me, I'm actually not quite sure about what's the next step, or I feel like I'm moments away from quitting because you don't yet realize that you could just maybe pivot. Whatever it is, if you just are tired of not having a sounding board or you're feeling alone, then I know being a part of something like Bold Aligned Business can truly shift all of that around for you. And the reason our doors are always open is that I don't want you to reach out to me and say, I think I need to be a part of this. And I'm like, absolutely, that sounds amazing. The doors reopen again in July. That doesn't make sense to me. If you are someone that has the courage to reach out to me and say, I think I'd like to give Bold Align Business a go, I want to be able to say, brilliant, fantastic. Do you have any questions that you need answering? And if you're ready to go, I can send you the link and you can come on in. If you have the courage to reach out and ask for help, I want to be the person that gives you that help immediately, not to say that you have to wait until the doors reopen. And so that was my decision to move from live launch into the fact that our doors are always open. We come together 3 times a month. There is a monthly session with me every month. We have an industry expert that comes in every month. And then once a month, we come together and just network, be it in the morning or in the evening. We alternate. And that is just an opportunity for us to connect as women away from business. Absolutely, we can talk about business, but we can also talk about just life in general. And so 3 times a month, you have the opportunity to come together and join us live. We also have a private Facebook group where you can, ask questions, ask for support. I also jump in weekly and answer any questions from any of the members. It's truly an incredible supportive community. The best thing is that everything that we've already done in the last 13 months of Bold Align Business existing is all housed in your members portal. So you have access to every other masterclass and industry expert session that we've ever had. You have access to every template that I ever create. You get that inside your members portal. Plus, if you're looking for a tutorial or you're unsure of how to do something, you can just reach out to me and I will put that together, record it, and also put it in your members portal. So there is incredible value inside Bold Align Business. And the big thing for me is about creating this supportive community, because I know after running live events for women for 8 years, that true magic happens when women get together truly to collaborate and support and encourage rather than compete. And that is something that I'm doing inside Bold Align Business. And this is your personal invitation. If you are someone that is feeling alone, as I said, feeling frustrated, just a little uncertain, or you just simply want to connect and have more fun, then send me a DM if you've got any questions. I will be happy to jump on a call or exchange voice messages, whatever's going to work for you. Or I can simply pop the link to Bold Align Business in the show notes and you can click on there and check it out for yourself. But I think being in Bali for 17 days, running 2 back-to-back events with 2 different groups of women and seeing the magic that has occurred from being connected and supported and being held accountable, it's just really amplified what we are creating inside Bold Align Business. And as I said, it is specifically for those women that are in business or are looking to start a business. We have a huge, diverse community inside Bold Align Business, from business concepts and ideas right through to women that have been in business for decades in their chosen field. So don't feel like you need to be, all the way down the track in your business journey to join us. You do not. If it is that you're just getting started or you just want that push to really launch into your business, then we will be there with open arms to welcome you in. And the best thing is Bold Align Business is $97 a month, and it is cancel anytime. So there's no lock-in terms or contracts. You can come in, check it out, see if it's for you. And if not, then it's 2 clicks of a button and you can cancel your membership. My goal is, though, that you would never want to leave because we provide so much value, have so much fun, and are building just an epic community inside. So, as I said, if this podcast is resonating with you, please take it as your personal invitation to join us inside Bold Aligned Business. The link will be in the show notes. Otherwise, go to my website, kelquarrell.com.au, or send me a DM on Instagram and I can definitely have a chat with you, exchange messages with you, or send you the link directly. We would love to welcome you into Bold Aligned Business. But thank you for joining me for another episode of Aligned with Kel Quarrell. We've got some really cool things coming up on the podcast, and I'm committed to just getting better and better, having more awesome industry experts and interesting business people on the show. But until then, have a beautiful day, and I will see you or speak to you on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Aligned with Kel Quarrell. I hope our conversations have inspired you to be bold in the pursuit of your dreams. If you enjoyed today's episode, I'd be so grateful if you shared it with the business women in your life and took the time to leave a review. Your feedback is like an ice-cold glass of Prosecco, always welcomed and always appreciated. You might even consider giving the show a follow. Until next time, continue to take bold action towards aligning your business with your deepest desires.